Hello all. In this video, let's see how we can assign a macro to an image or to a shape or to a text box very easily, and also how to use the shortcut keys. So assigning the macro to a shape or the box, I guess you might have seen this many times. So this is totally fine. But if in case if we have not seen this earlier, I'm so much excited to share one of the tricks with you on this one. And the second one is the shortcut keys. Why shortcut keys are very much important? So as of now, we are clicking on a play button or we're clicking on a button to run the macro. But instead of that, we can directly run it using assigning some shortcut keys, like for example, Control Shift 2, Control Shift R, something like that. This is really helpful. But when you have to use this one, okay, let's assume that you have automated the process end to end, and there is a bot. Let's say like there is a software called automation anywhere. In my real time example, I will take a case. So I have automated the Excel VBA end to end, but I wanted this automation anywhere software bot to open the Excel sheet and to run the macro. So, I mean, automation anywhere has. I don't think that it did have that kind of capability of going and clicking on the macro button. So instead of that, by using the shortcut keys, it goes into the Excel and it press the keys and the macro does run instantly. Let's see how we can do this one. Okay, let's start with a macro button. So for example, go to insert here, insert pictures. If you have pictures in place, you can do. Or I'm taking a shape, and let's take this shape and let's update that here. Okay, so I'm updating the data as like copy data from sheet 1 to sheet 2. You can resize or you can change the font as per your wish, and right click on this one, click on assign macro, and now you look for a macro which you want to do. So I want to assign this macro copy data from sheet 1 to sheet 2. I'm assigning this one and click on OK. So now what happens whenever we click on this one, the data will get cleared here as per the macro, whatever the macro that I have already wrote. So let's run this one. So data copied from sheet. Okay, let's delete this data and let's see. Okay, the data copied from sheet 1 to sheet 2. Whatever the data from sheet 1, sheet 2, it has done. Okay, this is one way. For the bot, if in case if you want a tool or a bot to come here and to click on this one. For example, on this page, you might have this one. So you give the exact location of this button. But what if you have another sheet like this one, and you have this somewhere over here? Okay, copy somewhere here. So every time, each and every sheet you can't give, right? So what we can do, let's read this one. So let's go back to here. So let's go to view. Let's click on macros, view macros. For example, let's see copy data for this one, and let's click on the options. And I'm using the MacBook. That's the reason I do have option command, and the shortcut key I'm going to give it as R. So whenever I open this Excel sheet, and once after I click on save, if I click on option command R, this macro will run automatically. If in case if you are using Windows, it would be like Control Shift plus whatever the key that you are assigning. Okay, so let's click on OK. Okay, run. This is fine. Now see, I'm deleting the data here. I can run the macro by clicking on this one. This is fine. Or else I'm clicking on option command R, or like if you're using Windows, you press Control Shift R. Option command okay, it's see, like let me quickly check. Okay, a few changes here, somehow it's not working. So what is the other way in order for this one to run? Let's quickly see. So on the view tab, you can see there is this macros. Click on here, click on record macro. So here it will show some option over here. So for me it is option command, and for you it could be like if you're using Windows, it would be control plus shift. So I'm giving it as a K, and I'm clicking on OK, and again I'm clicking on this macros, stop recording. Okay, let's click on view macros. Let's find what is a macro that it recorded. For now it's like macro 2. Okay, because it is the only macro that I have not given my name. any name. Let's click on edit. Okay, so this is the macro too. You can see it over here. Okay, so here I'm going to copy the other function name and paste it over here. That's it. Macro 2, I have pasted. Now let's come here. Let's click on option command and K. This will run successfully. So this is how you can create. So what's the difference over here? If you look at here, so it has assigned a comment here, Control K. So basically, what will happen whenever in the macro to whenever you click on Option Command K or Windows Shift K, this will go into the macro, and this macro this calls this function, which is here, and then it runs here. So one thing what I noticed in the MacBook is that you have to have this function as well in the same module where this is there, but whereas for Windows I think even if it is in different model it still works. But please do check and let me know if you are able to run successfully if it is in a different module. So this is how you can simply run the modules just by clicking on shortcut keys as like a professional, and you can do many wonders. Thank you for watching this video.